Perfect. So let's find a floor space. And we're actually going to start with cat-cow. So coming on to our forearms, forehead in the forearms, knees under hips. And we're just going to start by tucking and untucking the tail. So cat-cow or flexion extension for the lumbars. Low back. Breathe in on the way up and breathe out on the way down. So we'll do a few more of these, breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. Excellent. So from there, we're going to shift our weight back into our heels. So we're sitting on our heels. If you find that this is a complicated position for your knees or your ankles, you can always use a pillow and put it under your bum. Helps take some load off. So from here, we're going to reach the hands out in front and we're going to do thoracic cat-cow. So I want you to think about pulling the floor into you, shoulder blades down and back as you tuck your face. Spinal extension, and then you're pushing the floor away with the hands, tucking the chin, folding through the upper back, then breathe in, pull the floor in, shoulder blades down and back, tuck the face, and breathe out, push the floor away, around the neck and the back, breathe out. Do 3 more of those. Good. While we're here, we're going to go into a shoulder car, so tracing a circle with our arm. You want to make sure that you're not twisting through your torso and that your elbow stays straight at all times. So thumb starts up, and then we're coming straight up into max flexion. Face the palm away, reaching and rotating behind us. When the pinky finger hits the ground, you're going to reverse. So proud chest, thumb up, opening the palm to come up and over. Moving into rep number 2, straight up, face the palm away, reaching and rotating at the shoulder joint, straight elbow. Last one this side, reverse, proud chest, tall spine, wrapping up and over. Good, and then we'll switch sides, switch arms. Stay very slow and controlled in your motion. Rather you have a smaller and more controlled circle than a large, fast, uncontrolled circle. Good, we've got one more. Check in, make sure your elbow stays straight. Whole body's tight, reaching and rotating. Nice tall, long spine. And back to our starting position. Starting to come onto all fours. Had time to make coffee today. Okay. So knees are under hips, wrists are under shoulders. And what we're going to do with this one is trace circles back. So you're moving from your shoulder blade and not your shoulder. So you're going to start by shrugging your shoulders up into your ears, pinching your shoulder blades back, driving them down, pushing them forward. So we're tracing circles backwards. Nice and slowly, lots of control. This one's a funny one. It's not usually hard, but it's difficult to control. Be greedy, take more motion with each circle. Snapping, cracking, popping is fairly typical. If you're getting any sharp shooting pains, you want to avoid that range. Good, now we're going to reverse, which is the harder of the two. So wrapping forward with your motion. Shoulder blades down, back, up, forward. Check in, make sure your elbows are locked out. And we've got one more. Good. Excellent. So for the next one, you might want to grab a cushion or a pillow for your knee. We're going to come into a half kneeling position. So I'll give you a sec to grab that. So this is half kneeling. Front foot is right under the front knee. Back knee is right under the back hip. So what we're going to do from here is we are going to tuck our tail and then we're going to inch forward. A lot of times you see this stretch like this. You don't actually get as much out of it because you're not loading the hip flexor. So we're going to tuck. So we put load through here. You might already feel a stretch. If you do, hold. If you need a little bit more, you can inch your pelvis forward, but don't lose your tuck. Just as far forward as you need to, and then we're gonna hold. We're gonna take 5 big breaths in and out. In through the nose, out through the nose. Big breath in and out. 4 more on your own time. Be nice and tall. Good, remaining where you are, we're gonna add in a side bend. So with the arm that's opposite the leg that's forward, you're gonna reach up and over, side bending through your trunk. So you can reach that opposite hand towards the ground, be tall, keep the pelvis tucked posteriorly, ribs down. 3 more breaths here. Maybe reaching further with each breath. Good, then we're going to slowly inch back out of that one. And switch sides. Feel free also to hold on to something if your balance isn't great in this position. So we're going to start with our tuck, so bringing the ribs down, tucking the tail. Make sure our foot and knee position is good. Keeping that tuck, we're inching forward. Probably find one side is a lot more restricted than the other. We're just holding here, 5 big breaths in and out. Check in, make sure you're still tucking. Good, that's 5 breaths. So now we're going to add in our side bend. So reaching up and over. The hand that's high is the same as the opposite to the leg that's forward. Keeping our tuck. Staying tall. Not letting ourselves fold forward. We're gonna take 3 breaths here. Maybe trying to melt side bend further with each breath out. Good. And then we're going to slowly come into our starting position. Sorry, not starting position, onto our knees. So this one's a bit of a tricky one. Don't overdo it because you can hurt yourself. But essentially we are going to sit with our feet together and our knees slightly apart. And we're going to walk our hands back. So if you get to here and you feel a stretch through the front, just hold. If you need more, you can walk back further. So you are tucking your tail for this one as well, as to not put too much load into your lumbar spine. So tail is tucked. Anterior musculature here is put on tension. We're holding that tuck. I probably could go a little bit further, but I feel it, so I'm not going to. I would suggest you do the same. So from here, maintaining the tail tuck, we're just going to squeeze our bum to lift our hips a bit. And then come back down. Squeeze the bum, lift. Come back down. We'll do 3 more. The lift should just intensify the pull through the fronts of the legs. Squeeze, tuck, breathe out as you lift. Breathe in on the way down. Tuck, squeeze, breathe out on the way up. Breathe in on the way down. 1 more. Tuck, squeeze, breathe out, lift up. Breathe in, come down. Good. Staying where we are going to add in a reach with the arms. Doesn't matter which one, we're going to do both. So as you tuck and lift, you're going to reach your arm up and over your head. So tuck, squeeze, lift. Arm comes up and reach. Back down. We'll switch sides. Tuck, squeeze, lift. Arm comes up. And back down. Switch sides. Tuck, squeeze, lift, and reach. Back down. 1 more on the other side. And come back down. Good. Gently come out of that position. We're just going to do one more thing. So we're going to come into half frog, I guess we'll call it. So you're on your knee. Again, use your pillow if you want, front of the knee. Your other leg is out, like so. I might go straight on so you guys can see a bit better. So leg is straight, foot and leg are out this way. Hands are in front. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna rock back. If you guys can see my foot, it's flat. If you can get it flat, if you have shoes on, it'll look more like that. So with a straight knee, we're just rocking back and forth. Feeling stretch coming on and off of the groin. Keeping the low back flat. Do not let it tuck. Maybe sitting back further with each rock. Excellent. And then we're going to switch sides. Try to only approach the range where you feel stretch. You don't want to feel pain so much with any of this stuff. It's just approaching where you feel the pull or the discomfort and then coming out of it. Trying to rock back further with each rep. Good. Slowly come back in, and we are going to finish with just a few breaths. So find a comfortable position, either cross-legged or on your back, wherever you can kind of relax. We are going to do breath for an inward count of 6 and an outward count of 4. So I'll direct to you guys. So I'll give you a sec to get comfy. So again, it's going to be a breath in for 6, out for 4. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So now that we're comfy, big breath, big nose breath in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your own breath. Take 3 of your biggest breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, and when you're done with that, you can slowly come up out of whatever position you're in, or open your eyes.